What up, everybody? My name is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading, and welcome to the Wheelhouse. So, if it's your first time on the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe, hit the little bell, and select all. If you have a question, just make me a comment. If you're a returning customer, you know what to do. Thanks for coming back. So today I want to go over a few things. We're just going to briefly look at the stock indexes because it pertains to what I'm talking about for the bulk of the video, which is crypto. Okay. And is there going to be a crypto rally? How long will it be? What I'm seeing in the charts, we're going to go over quite a few cryptos. The ones that I own, we're going to go through. And I'm going to show you some different things technically. So the first thing I would just want to go over is, the markets are shit right now, okay? After Jerome Powell came out, it just sent us into, a downward spiral. And this is the Dow. I explained we had this pivot. We came up, we got rejected right here where this trend reversal would have been, also where the descending hits, and we came down. Okay, I had indicated these levels, these pivot low levels of support, and what could happen. I identified the pivot right about here, said it was coming down, and at that point I said it could come down to this one and bounce, this one and bounce, could come down all the way to here, and if it comes here, that's basically the June low. So, it did go down, like I said. It smashed all the way through here, went even further through the second level of support. It bounced up. I made another video saying, hey, we're doing a reverse breakout. We have a pivot, and it went up, and CPI data came out and crushed us. That was a 4-day rally. It came right back down. Then Jerome Powell spoke, and right about this time, I started seeing a lot of momentum in the charts, breakouts, cup and handle patterns. These are really good signs that the market wants to go up. The market does want to go up. However, there is no way that the market for stock or crypto can go up unless the Fed wants it to go up, because the Fed doesn't want you to have money, because if you have money, you're going to spend money, and spending money creates more inflation. But you know what creates more inflation than spending money? Printing money. And because our administration continues to print so much money, the Fed cannot be dovish or, loosen the reins at all. Therefore, it is really, really hard for the stock market and crypto market to come up. So I'm going to go through just really briefly the indexes in the stock market because it pertains to what I'm thinking and seeing, and just, why I think we might have a crypto rally this coming week. So Jerome Powell came out and this thing just dove. It dove all the way down. It actually came below the June bottom, which is here, okay? And I'll just move my yellow line, and you can see the wick came below it, but the body closed right above it. I don't know if you can see the little dotted purple lines. That's where the price is now, and it's right above it, okay? So it fought. And in the video that I released on Friday, I said, I can't imagine why the bulls would step in and buy the dip, but I do believe the bulls will step in and fight right at this line, which is that double bottom June low, which is also the end of the previous, two previous bull runs ago, right here. This is right where COVID dropped. This was the end of that bull run. This was the end of the last bull run. So, this being the peak and also where the June bottom was, and now we're double bottoming with the body above, there's a real good chance that, the bulls are going to fight. In fact, it's just common sense that the bulls will fight there. People want to get the best price. Double bottoms do happen, and, expect there to be, action on Monday. And because the crypto market tends to have a lot of algorithmic trading going on, that's attached to the stock market. Ever since big buyers and institutions got involved, they've attached high frequency trading in the crypto space to like the NASDAQ. So I'm starting to see it in the charts. I'm starting to see, accumulation on this double bottom in the stock market, and see bullish momentum, which is creeping through all the time frames on various cryptos throughout the crypto space. So one last thing I want to, now that I've told you about that, I want to just tell you a couple more things. When I look at this thing, this end of this pattern, it looks like the end of August 2023. So that means that really, by the time we actually, if we were to bounce up and down and bounce up and down and bounce up and down and finally start going up for, the length of time, which by that time would be 2 years of coming down and 2 years of going up. Well, what did Jerome Powell say? He said that we're looking at 0.2% of negative growth and growth below trend for the next 4 years. 4 years is exactly 2 years down. We're 1 year in, this is another year, and 2 years up, back to even. 4 years, it matches the timeline. So, this is why I think that, we are going to rally and then come down, and I think it's going to take a while, okay? Now, this is the Dow. The way that it works in the stock market when a market breaks is the small caps go first. So even though we didn't start feeling the pain until September of 2021, the Russell started to break in February 2021, which is 8 months prior, okay? Then you get the high multiple NASDAQ stocks. Those break, okay? And then you go through the flight to safety, consolidation, bubbling top, people moving to cash, this kind of stuff. And after that, the SPY, the top 500 U.S. companies start to fall. And then the last one to fall, they all fall together, but the last one to, come down is the Dow. Now, as economic information comes out, domestically in the U.S. or globally throughout the world, that it'll show up in the Dow. Charles Dow, one of the things that he discovered in the Dow theory is that the Dow is a barometer for the economy. It is a leading indicator, not a lagging indicator. So what I'm going to show you right now is that the Dow has actually hit the double bottom, whereas the NASDAQ and the Russell have not. Okay, so the last two to come down are the first two to show the most pain. The reason that is because the Dow is a leading indicator, and if there's something wrong with the economy, it will show up in the Dow. And, even though the Dow is the 30 largest and most influential companies in the U.S., captains of industry, they also have the most employees and will have the most layoffs. And because they have so many investors, wealthy investors buy the Dow stocks, there's going to be pain, whether it's Disney or Visa or Microsoft, and it shows up in the Dow. There will be layoffs in there. And so I find it interesting, and I love the fact that I get to show you the fact that the Dow was the last to break, but it's the first to double bottom. The SPY is also down there. It got down there yesterday, which, by the way, I saw on TV, the SPY had its worst week since the COVID drop in 2020. So yeah, I mean, we're feeling a lot of pain. The Fed does not want you to make money. The Fed does not want the crypto and stock market to come up. And sorry, let me just turn down my air conditioner. It's really hot in here. And so let's just move forward, because I want to show you what I'm thinking for crypto, and then I'm going to be working on 3 more courses for the students this week. Okay, so this is the double bottom. It's peak of COVID. I think it's where the bulls are gonna fight. If we break below there, well, I mean, guys, it's if we break below there, it's definitely a problem. I mean, we could go to here. Okay, we could go to there, we could go to there, on and on we go. It just gets worse and worse. We're currently at 19.69, right at the threshold of a bear market. We're on the top side of it, so, technically speaking, we're not in a bear market, but we are in a recession, technically speaking, with 2 quarters of slowing growth. And I do think that we're going to start seeing decelerating earnings coming, next. That'll probably be like first, second quarter of 2023. And my chart does show this thing doesn't really hit the bottom until August, the end of August. Basically, call it September 1st, just for easy memory. Okay, real quick, just click on the SPY. The SPY has, there's its June low, and if you notice, let me make this a little bigger, it actually gapped, and it's already at its June bottom. So yeah, again, a fight. Now let's look at the NASDAQ, which is more your growth stocks, okay? Now, the growth stocks, even though they're the second one to start going down, they actually haven't broken all their supports and hit that June low, and neither is the Russell, which was the first to break, okay? So it's a little bit above it, but they're all getting there. We're literally at the moment where, and I'm sorry, I just noticed. So the Russell, this is the 2 bull runs ago, and this is the peak before COVID. And the Russell, it's already broken through it, but it hasn't broken all the way down to the June low on the Russell. So now that you know that on the stock market, the next thing you have to know is that Bitcoin is also an index, okay? It's the Dow of crypto, okay? That's how I view it. Okay, let's go look at some cryptos, and all of these I own that I'm going to show you except Ethereum Classic, which I'm just watching, but let's just take a look. Now, I've been making a lot of alerts, and my alerts have been hitting really good. I made alerts a week and a half, 10 days ago about Algorand. Algorand flew up, and it's still going. Chili's, and I'm going to Ape, and I'm going to show you other ones that are really strong, and I've been making alerts. Guys, it's $99 for my alerts. I've been doing this since 2004, got really heavy into it in 2014, even crazier a few years ago. My alerts themselves pay off huge. In addition, you get all my indicators, all the coding. I have special coding for all this stuff. You're in a community with all these other Jedis that are helping, showing patterns, searching stocks, cryptos, talking about stuff, learning, growing. You're in a good community with good people. You get all the courses, teaches you all about economics, trading tactics and strategies, and how I find stocks, what to look for, and it's powerful, those courses. You also get the Wheelhouse Wednesdays, which is group trading scene. You get all the previous recordings, okay? And you get one-on-one coaching, up to 10 hours of one-on-one coaching with me. Look at problems, find solutions, curb those problems, all kinds of things that we could talk about pertaining to, investing, trading, swing trading, things like that. And we're starting to see people make big gains, and it's starting to click, and people are doing really well. A guy in my group yesterday, he finally, everything is clicked for him, okay, on what I've been showing him, and he took $1,000 and turned it to $30,000, okay? So it does work. I showed you the other day my equity curve, and I showed you that I was up, my win rate was 71.17%. Sometimes it goes up to like 81%. I range from 62 to 81. I know what I'm doing here and can definitely show you. And we have designed our charts and our technicals a specific way with specific coding, with confirmations for entries and exits, that basically, if you just learn that and pay attention and understand how everything syncs up when to enter and syncs up when to exit, you do really, really, really well. And you could learn this and make money for the rest of your life. So $99 is worth it. So let's just take a look at some cryptos. Now, Shiba this morning is at the top of the list. I've been making alerts about it for 3 days already. Okay? And I keep talking about a bottoming process. So this is where its low was. Okay? Came all the way up. Came down, and it made its first blue candle right there, and it had a follow-through day. So that's what we would like to call a higher low. And it had a double bottom on that higher low. So this is progress right here. Now, in addition to that, you got your green triangle. This green triangle has 40 different things in the code, okay? It's money flow index, RSI, engulfing candles. It actually measures supports and resistances, Chalkins. It has linear regressions, divergences, trends, oscillators, all kinds of things are in this triangle, over 40 of them. So when the triangle flashes and you get your first blue candle and your first blue volume and your wave goes over the 0 point and your sentiment crosses and you get a green dot and your vortex crosses and your stochastic is low and crossing and your DTI crosses and goes green all at the same time, that is go time. Shiba's going to run bullish to the daily, okay? Let's just back it up on the hour and see what's been going on with scoping a little bit. There we go. There's the support. Boom. It's made on the hour like a cup kind of handle pattern. It's making higher lows, higher highs. Shiba is looking good. Chainlink, I've been talking about it for a while, for 2-3 weeks on YouTube. I'm big on Chainlink. Same thing, kind of bottoming process. It's made a sequence of higher lows, and off we go. And there's your blue candle. You got a follow through day. Your 200's coming down. Okay, blue volume. Again, everything syncs up. Look at the line. Look at the line going down the screen. Every single thing synced up. So you have 1, okay? You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there are more. There's 9, I believe. So there's 10. So if this goes green, that's 1. Your ribbon, see how this is pink? When that goes blue, that's another, and above the 200 is another. So it's like 10 or 11. The more that you get, the higher probability you're going to go in the direction that you want to go. So it's a probability system, and everything in the market is about probability and risk and supply and demand. And there's a ton of subsets around it. Don't get me wrong, but essentially that's like your core of everything, the way the markets work. Okay, so Link looking good, still in it. I'm up quite a bit on it. I was up more, but I'm up just over 15% on it currently. Zcash. Zcash is really low right now, guys. This was at $304. Okay, on its last pump alone over here, which was just in March, was 214, and its local pump over here, which was just a month ago, guys, was $83, and it's at 57. And guess what? You have the green triangle with the doji, which I teach you about in my courses. Why a blue doji is important, because it's a change of direction. Plus 2 follow-through days. This is the volume today, so the day is not over. I'm filming this in the morning, so we'll have to see where it goes. But it's looking good, and guess what? Everything else is sinking. So Zcash. Now, I usually don't make alerts on Doge, but I have been making nonstop alerts on Doge in my group. Doge, check this out. Let's see what's going on the minutes. Okay, so on the minutes, it's been coming down this morning, but on the hourly, boom, it's definitely running. Now, it does look like it's going to have a little bit of a retrace from when I'm filming this video, which is okay. But look, it's low, and it's kind of a lot of sideways action. Had a pump, and boom, your HMA is blue. You got the triangle. Look at the spiking volume. Your follow-through day is even bigger, and this day is not even over, and everything's synced. Doge is going to run. It's going to run. Ethereum Classic is the one in here that I don't own. Reason why is because where the price is and where it was is quite a difference. Okay, so this thing from the pump to the top went up 110%. And so I would like Ethereum Classic, but I'm just, waiting for it to come down. However, what I'm seeing in the charts is that I might not get that chance, because depending on what happens today with Ethereum Classic might be the beginning of a rally. Not a bull run, a rally. There's no way we're going to get a bull run until the Fed and all the central banks want that to happen, and that won't happen until we get further down. Right now we're in the stage where they pulled the stock market down, the crypto market. Now they're going to pull down the real estate market. We're at the place where people are spending a lot of money on credit cards, and the banks are complaining about stress on their financial banking. We're at that place. All those things are going to continue to happen, and the next things that will start to happen is, probably the decelerating earnings is coming. That's going to definitely jolt the stock market, and then with the real estate going down, you'll have some bankruptcies, foreclosures, those layoffs, all that stuff. Finally, you get to a place where they become less hawkish, more dovish, so that might just be 0.75 to 0.5 and then 0.5 to 0.25, and talks of we're at levels we want to be against deflationary pressures, and then just thinking about easing, which will start with some form of stimulation or quantitative easing, probably pertaining to the labor market. And you're like, oh, labor market, why is he talking about the labor market going up? Because we're at a point where the labor market's about to go down, and we still got about a year of this whole thing happening. And so they'll probably start by wanting to stimulate the labor market, and they'll have programs where they'll go to the colleges and the county recruiting centers, and those people will call small businesses and say, hey, I got a few guys. I'd like you to bring them on hiring. You don't have to keep them. We'll pay their payroll for 6 months. That'll, get people off of unemployment to work. That will be a program that's funded, and then the business owner will have some employees and be able to pick, 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on the quality of their work. So they'll start there, and they'll do all kinds of other things before they start hitting the money printer button again, which doesn't seem like they really stop, and that has a lot to do with our particular administration. So I just it's going to be tough, but we're going to have rallies to the upside. We're going to have rallies to the downside. And, what I teach you is how to identify the momentum and the entries and the exits so that you can catch the rally, be in the rally, and hold on to your gains, okay? Because investing right now is really tough. However, with a really long time horizon, even though real estate's going to go down, you can hold your house. With a really long time horizon, you can accumulate cryptos. There's some cryptos and some stocks I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to keep buying, okay? I'll be honest with you. But most of them, I'm going to swing. But I'm my Ethereum, my Bitcoin, and actually some other cryptos that we're going to talk about, I'm not really selling them. I'm just going to keep buying them. I have a lot now. I'm going to get more, and I probably will end up getting them at a better price, despite the rallies that will come. I don't see Bitcoin and Ethereum turning the corner until at least October 21st through October 27th. And there is another case that shows me that we might not be turning the corner. There is a case for November 8th, and there is a case for December 20th. But if we have this big recession, which we're going to have, and the Dow doesn't want to base or bottom until the end of August or beginning of September 2023, and we have algos and high frequency trading, there's a good chance that just simply the stock market and the macro headwinds can hold down the crypto market. But we will have pumps, we will have rallies, and I think one's going to be coming in. So Ethereum Classic, it's not quite there yet, but I have it on the list I'm watching. But Doge looks good, Shiba looks good, Sushi's down a lot. I think it's like 2,700%. So I told you to buy it at $1.02. Okay, it's at $1.09 now. Now this thing is, it's only $1.09. It had an all-time high of $23.50. Okay, that's, from where it's at, it's a huge, massive gain. It's over 2,000%. It's really, really big. And I have the yellow line. You can see it's kind of had its bottom. Well, just got its green triangle, it just got its doji and a follow-through day, and look, got its green dot, we're moving over, volume is correct, vortex, stochastic, DTI, all sync up. Sushi looks like it's bottomed, and I keep buying Sushi, and I think that is a good one. So Doge, Shiba, Sushi, and let me just look at Zcash one more time for you. Zcash is ready to roll, okay? Ethereum, let's just talk about Ethereum. Now, it dropped all the way down to 1224. It's up at 1338, so it's up $100. And if we get some momentum today, Saturday, you got the doji of, lackluster candle here being built, but everything is already, like, this is crossed, and this is about to cross over and get its green dot. So Ethereum could be starting its rally as early as Saturday, Sunday, Monday, unless something crazy, happens. So when I mean rally, I mean rally to like probably up in here, which is like 1700. Okay, if it goes further, great. But I'm just talking about a short rally because I don't think that the Fed or the macro headwinds are going to allow something major yet. Okay, Mana has been looking good. It's kind of grinding on its bottom. Okay, but it kind of fought over. If you just look at a smaller time frame, you can see that it fought over the line. It's just going sideways currently. But, just like stocks have sectors and industry groups and you want to diversify around the sectors, well, Mana is metaverse, okay? Cardano's layer 1, what Ethereum does, you know what Bitcoin does, you know what Chainlink does. You move around the sectors of crypto, and ApeCoin, it pertains to NFTs. So you have different parts of the sector of crypto, and you can diversify that way. So Mana is metaverse. I don't have Sand, so I have Mana. I made a lot of mana on Mana. I made a lot of money on Mana back in the day, and this is when we were trading these pumps. Okay, and I haven't been in it, and now I've been accumulating, and it looks like it's going to pump. Why? Same reason. Bottoming process, blue HMA, doji, first candle above the breakout or first candle above support. Blue volume, wave trend above the zero line, sentiments moving up, green dot, links and syncs with the vortex, stochastic, and DTI. Mana, you couldn't get a better day or a better price to be snatching this thing up for this rally. Polkadot, same thing. Polkadot's got the same thing, okay? Cardano, I really think Cardano is about to move up. I'm seeing special things in this particular chart that's like interesting against the other charts. And even though it's been going sideways for a long time, there is a lot of holding, a lot of accumulation, less selling. And this thing, the way this is smoothing out down and the way this is holding the line, and now you're just getting all the confirmations within the last 24 hours, and the rest of them will hit today. Today is the day that you want to be getting into that Cardano for this pump that's coming. Solana, I'm big on Solana too. I like Solana a lot. It's been range bound, but it has made a higher low, okay, which is actually here. I just took it off the chart because there's just too many yellow lines. But essentially it's right here. You got the green triangle. You got your first blue day, which is a green candle day, a follow-through day. Volume's right. You crossed over. Everything is crossed. Everything is synced. Solana's about to run. Chili's, I called Chili's over a week ago when we were down here, and it's just booming, and it had the breakout. However, let's look at that breakout just to be responsible and honest. And it did fall back through, but look, it's come back up. It's a fighter. That means that it does not want to fail you. Okay, it's a leader. It's basically leading the pack. And the fact that you have the blue ribbon, the price action, and you're already this far along off a breakout. And by the way, this is a massive cup and handle pattern. Chili's is a leader. Why? I'm not totally sure. There are some other ones that are showing strength like that too, which is Algorand was one. Atom was one, sorry. And we got to talk about Algorand and Avalanche because there's good momentum coming in on that. So Chili's, still says to be in. I'm actually up good on Chili's. I'm very pleased with it. Avalanche. Now, Avalanche is a good crypto, okay? And it had its low over here. It had its higher low, which it flirted with and bumped and grind on. And it is now above it, okay? Just like we saw on the last one. See how it's gone above? And on the hourly, it's shown strength where the ribbon's actually going above the 200. That's bullish, okay? these are like the bottom that you could possibly buy with all the confirmation showing. So I want to get this video out because technically these are really, really good entries, and I wouldn't lead you astray. Okay, you do what you want. I bought all of them, and my belief is that, you know, we are going to get a rally. And let's just say you bought Avalanche here at $17.88 and you went to the last local pump of $31. You're at like a, you know, it's almost a double. It's like 90% if we just rallied up this high from where we're at. So if you put, you know, 17, 18 grand in it and you come out with, you know, 34, 35 grand, you're going to be happy. Okay, and these are the kind of alerts you get in my Discord, except you get them like 2 days earlier, so you catch all the pumps, and you get them intraday. Again, that just pays itself off. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to invest in yourself when my accuracy is so on point with this kind of stuff. It's if you're in the markets, I mean, this really would give you a lot of edge to have me, you know, looking at this stuff and making alerts. And I do a lot of alerts. I'm getting to a point where I'm doing, you know, 10 to 30 alerts a day. And I do them in stocks and crypto. And I also do comments and alerts on just, you know, news, you know, whether it's an upgrade from a company or some kind of macro situation. Just because I'm able to have all the news, all the computers, all the screeners, all the watch lists, I'm able to keep track of it all for you in case you're busy running around, because this is what I do full time. So now Bitcoin's getting a little pump. We're on the minute. Okay, now Bitcoin has just been going sideways. It's been frustrating since this pump, which I made alerts on. You can ask anybody in my group. I said, big pump is coming. 30 minutes later, all of crypto pumped, which was right here. I saw it coming. It happened. It's been going sideways since, but I know I made a lot of money on that pump because I have a lot of cryptos. And now it's kind of come down, you know, but everything's fine. This is what you got to know about Bitcoin. Okay. Let's just talk about this real quick. Okay, this is important. And most of you guys that are traders or into Bitcoin probably already know this, because I'm sure like all technical analysis YouTube people or yourself already can identify this. Why am I not? Oh, I'm not on the daily. That's fine. Okay. So, so here's the thing. 17.6 was the low, and then 19, it's 18,906 to 19,163. Right in that little zone between the wick and the body is pretty much the line that needs to be held. And it also needs to be held because that's the top. If you see the dotted blue lines that go all the way across, that's the top of this peak back here, back in November of 2020. This 19,000 is really important to hold, and it makes me nervous that we could fall through it. But I'll tell you what, when I look at the small time frames, and we'll look real quick right now, the bulls and bears are fighting it out on this line. We are on the edge, okay? I mean, we fall through that. This really, really, really could come to that 17, you know, 5, we'll call it 17,500. But when I look at the fibs, you know, I do see, you know, from the pivot low previous, I do show, you know, this number of 15,591. I show another one of 12,688.79 and a bottom one of 10,615. So either we come and we're able to go up out of this descending pattern, which it may or may not, okay? But the fibs are showing that we do have a potential to get to this one of this 12,688. So again, you're going to have rallies. You want to know how to enter, exit, hold on to those gains. You want to be aware and conscious that this might not be the bottom. There could be a leg lower because the Fed doesn't want it to. But I will tell you, it looks like a rally's coming in. Now, this is weird the way these look right now, but the stochastic did cross. That blue one going up at that angle, there was massive momentum. We'll see if it holds. I think it will. It's just stuck on this line in 19. And this is going to cross. Big spiking volume yesterday. Volume for being a morning still looks pretty good for today. And my gut feeling tells me that later, probably after you see this, maybe before, depending on rendering times and upload speeds, that we are going to have a pump. And I do think that we are just essentially, we're kind of like bouncing in this between these yellow lines. Okay, now look how sticky this blue line is, this 19,000. And if we back it up even a little bit more, you can see that it's been sticky for like a hot minute. Okay, let's see if it was back here too. No. So it started down here, and it fought its way back up. You know, kind of went to the top of the pattern. That's why I think we're just going to bounce around a little bit. Came below, fought up. It's, you know, below, up, below, up, below, up. Pump down. This is, I think, this is the Jerome Powell thing right here. It was wild. And, you know, below, fought above, and now we're just right now holding above the blue line, above the 19, and you know, Bitcoin's been lagging some of the alts, but Big Daddy crypto is the Big Daddy of crypto. It's the Dow of crypto, and I do think that there's a pump coming in. It's really hard to say. We've got to hold that 19. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. And I do feel like there is a pump coming. I also feel like there's a big conclusion coming here soon, whether that's down or up. Obviously, we're hoping for up, but it is possible it could go down, you know. And I do think if it does, then the bottom's going to be that 12,688. Let's just hope it doesn't go there, but let's just be conscious and realistic. Aave was just $91 very, very recently. And look, it had its low over here. It was at $45.47. It pumped all the way over here to $117. This is just a month ago. It's kind of faded down, and it just literally got its two blue candles, blue volume, wave trend is above the zero line, sentiment just clicked. All three of these just synced. And if you were to buy this at 76 and it went back to 117, okay, 100 shares would be $7,600, and the difference between 116 and so that's 25, 35, 41 minus 1, so it's $40 gain. So if you put $7,600 in for 100 tokens and made $4,600 profit, that's a lot, right? That's like, I don't know off the top of my head, but like 70% profit. It's pretty sick. Matic was scaring me a little bit because Matic got rejected on the 200, but it bounced, and you got your green triangle and this. And so there's your volume. Everything's synced. Matic looks ready to run. Okay. Atom, now I was screaming Atom was popping, and I was right. Atom was down here at $6.24. I didn't start my alerts that low, but look at this thing just running. And I started my alerts like over in here. And yeah, it's still up $3-4 from there. And this is an easy one. I mean, you know, 12-13 grand for 1,000 tokens. And we did go as high as 17. So it would have been a $5,000 gain. You're down a little bit, but this green one is showing you can still be in. The 200 does make it a little sketchy because you're below. It does show a little bit that Atom is going to retrace to me. And again, sideways action, convictionless, momentumless. So Atom had a pump, and right now I'm in it, but I wouldn't say it would be the first pick, because you should have had that a little bit back here, and then we need to see some new signals. But just like I was saying, Chili's is a leader. Look at this. This got above the 200 before all the other charts that I've shown you. And if we start getting blue candles and the 200 or the ribbon goes above the 200, it will be a leader, and it will officially be in a bull run, but it has to hold. Ape, I like Ape. It's not expensive. I've made a lot of money on Ape recently, and because I have a lot of tokens, and you know, just making $1 on this thing has really paid off. Now, Ape is showing that it might actually be coming down in the next couple days. I want to let you know that the pump has happened. Does not mean that it's going to break this low or you know, completely crash or anything. This thing moves a little differently than all the other cryptos. It kind of has a mind of its own, kind of like Chainlink does too. But let's just say it went back to its local pump back in August. That was $8, and you're at $5.50 right now. So that's $2.50. So can you afford $5,500 right now to make $2,000? Or maybe you want to put in 11 grand and make 4 grand. Just knowing that its rejection point is back here from just a month ago, and we have a pump coming in. Although I will say, on the daily, it looks like it's going to come down. So be careful with that. And you can also see it's on the bottom of the list. A lot of lack of conviction. I'm not seeing a lot of strength on the hourly. So the ones that pump like Atom and Ape that pumped like a week ago, those ones are having a little breather, and the other ones might be coming up. Where's my Algorand? Well, Algorand's way down here. Algorand, guys, I've been showing you over and over, a lot in the Discord, but on YouTube, I've been sharing with you too. Bottoming process, okay? And right here, when this went blue, I said buy. I said buy right here. It was right here, right below 30 cents. It was like 29 cents. So that's where I got it. And it's currently at almost 38 cents. And last night it went to 40 cents. Okay. Let's just look at this. Does that look like momentum? This is green. You have a blue ribbon. You have a blue HMA. You have a blue cloud. You have candles moving up. You have volume going in the direction of price action. You have everything. All your indicators look good. Algorand is one you want to get in. And don't think that you're late, guys, because look at this. Even if you bought at 40 cents, this thing was up here at $2.55. Okay? That's like 6x from here. Dude, Algorand's looking good, guys. So, look, do me a favor, make me a comment, come in the Discord. It's free to come in. If you show me that you're really, really interested, and I can tell, I might just even upgrade you for free at a value of $1,200. So come in the Discord, tag me if you have questions, be part of the group and engage. And thanks for watching the video today. I gotta get this one put up for you guys so you can see it, and then I'm gonna work on some courses for the members. My name is Chris, and welcome to the Wheelhouse.